Not live.
It was actually a human. Oh yeah, because we can go to H3O plus.
Can you help me with number 2?
Equals 0.10.
Point 10.
What would be observed?
Would it be electrical conductivities are different because the strengths of the acids are different?
Yeah. Well, if they're both strong acids, then we would be this. Wait.
No, it wouldn't.
Okay, yeah, okay, wait, yeah, no. Electrical conductivities would be the best true.
Wait.
pH value.
That's so weird.
They're not the same. There's H.
I don't think. Who is HNO2? If HNO2 is lower, I feel like, yeah, the electrical conductivity would be different.
HNO2
It
is...
would be weaker light, so it's less electric. That's why.
Oh, it's right here.
Oh, you.
HNO2 is
I know,
lower.
yeah.
That's HNO2.
I'm pretty sure pH value.
What time does class start?
No, they're both.
Got it? 4 minutes.
It's a weak graph, that's why.
Oh.
Right. And when the acid is stronger than pH lowers.
I do have the problem. I have birth to use this problem.
Well, wouldn't
I
that
could
make,
be wrong.
wouldn't that make
Now that's
C
not correct.
also possible? Or would you also
See, volumes of 0 to 0.
I'm crap.
For neutralization
are different?
are different.
You don't know what I'm asking.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, well, let me do an answer. This is your test and you got me.
Wait, where's my quiz? Where's my quiz? Show me like the actual quiz. Okay. If I see it on here, I'll like read it. Okay. Choose solutions. Oh, is it? Oh, wait, no, it was number 2. When observing equal volumes of this and that, what would be upset? Okay, definitely not D. I think I chose A for that. Wait,
Okay,
let me
let's
check
taste
my-
work.
Mr. Neufeld?
Yo!
Okay, I literally,
No,
I got it right in the moment.
ask me a professional.
I am still a professional.
Could you please help? Because, as you know, I'm really good at the quiz, and I'm going over the quiz again. And this is the same question, and I felt like there was multiple right answers, so obviously I'm wrong.
Which question is it?
It's this one I wrote down. Number
Which of the
2.
following solutions will show the greatest
Oh,
electrical
no, it's number 2.
which of the equal volumes of boom and boom? What would be observed? Is that HNO2?
HNO3 and HNO2.
Right. Strong acid, weak acid. So electrical conductivities are different, pH values are different. Volumes of NaOH would be the same.
Is it because they're equal volumes?
They're equal molarities, and that's a strong base. It will react with all of the acid that it could.
And this is ignore that because I'm obviously not the right answer.
Okay.
So it's A or B.
It's A. Electrical conductivities will be different. That's a weak acid, that's a strong acid.
But what about the pH value?
But that's strong. Weak, you won't have as much H plus as a weak. You need an ice table to figure out what it would be, but it wouldn't be the same concentration.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because one's
Oh,
weak, so.
I think I was thinking pH values are different. I was thinking it said that. Okay, thank you.
Okay, notes up from last time. Oh, we have a new person in class. Welcome to class.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Like the answer when I looked at the answer key.
Sorry?
For this question here,
Yeah, why did you come to a tutorial? Like, class is literally starting in 30 seconds. What's the volume of pH of 1.0? So a 0.1 molar solution is 1.0 times 10 to the minus 1.
Yeah.
Negative log of that will be 0.1. So this will only be true if and only if it 100% associates.
yes,
Only
which would be
one.
only one.
That's the strong acid,
Okay.
weak acid, base. only one.
But on the equilibrium table, this is a strong.
Yeah, only HCl. So it's only one.
Oh, I was looking at which.
Yeah.
I know.
I think you were. Yes, if that's what you're doing. Okay. Let's see. Mm, There we go. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, notebooks up. There's not any particular problems on here. I'm just drawing your attention to two no one will be able to do. M4 is the specific learning outcome that tells you have to know this relationship. We already had to derive that relationship in order to talk about KB. And so we've already done this. You've been using it in multiple problems. If you're looking it up on KBATs in terms of old exams, it is technically M4, but it's used, as you may have noticed, in multiple areas. So,
need to know how to prove it.
you need to know how to be able to calculate KB, given KW and KA.
Well, that's just KW over K.
Yeah, that's that
We
formula.
don't need to know why KA times KB is KW.
Do you need to memorize that? No.
Yeah.
Should you be able to derive it from all the formulas you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're not gonna like ask that.
No, that would be a really good extending high question. Thank you for bringing that to my attention.
No.
Any question that is, do we have to know this? The answer is, you don't have to know anything. You have to be able to derive everything. F is equal to MA, everything else can be derived. That's literally what a professor wrote on our board. It was physics first year. He said he was going to give us a formula sheet, but he wouldn't tell us what formulas were going to be on it. We're like, that's so irritating, because we still have to study formulas then. So we go walk in, and then he sends out the test. He's about to sit down. We're like, wait, you said you were going to give us a formula sheet. He goes, oh, right. And he writes, F is equal to MA. All else can be derived. Go.
I mean, like, yeah, like yes.
Yes, but also no, because F is equal to MA is also derived from other more fundamental things. But anyway, we've already done this question. If you have a question in which you are given the pH and the initial concentration, I think we did this.
For example 3, didn't we start it and then said we were going to finish it next time?
Did we? This one?
Yeah,
We didn't
started
ever get-
one
we
about,
got all
like,
the way to, like-
volume.
No, we did. It was this one.
Or the grams.
It was this one. pH equals 1.7,
Yeah, we finished that.
and we finished that one. No, we'll go back to the one we finished off. But that is just this learning outcome. So that question is officially MI5. It was just another ICE table type question. It didn't pose a particular problem. It has its own little unique number because it wanted to be special. So I'm just pointing out, if you're looking for that type of problem, that's actually M5. So I'm going to go back and label it so you can find it again if you need to. I didn't want to move it. So that is, nope. That one. Yep. KBAT M5. Put a little I in there because it makes it secret. And then we were going to do this one, were we not?
Yeah, we like started it.
You started, but you didn't. But we never finished. Did the bell go? Okay. So, what massive? This is a very similar type of problem. So, I've told you the two learning outcomes. We're done all the learning outcomes. We're just going to do a couple practice problems, of which this will be one. Should I assign you into pairs, or should you just get
We'll
into
just
pairs?
pick our own.
The same pairs we had before.
Same pairs you had before. Go,
Yours did-
because you already did some of the work. Start doing it on the board. Fun times.
This, like, we might have done this.
Yep. M for
Like, I don't know.
I have a picture.
Mickey Mouse, who is partially under copyright.
Mickey Mouse is no longer business.
He only one specific version, Steamboat Willie,
Or Willie.
which is not even Mickey,
Yeah.
is out of copyright.
That's why, like, yeah.
Mickey Mouse isn't part of Disney?
Well, eventually, things go out of copyright. Disney is the reason our copyright laws are so effed up. Because it used to be, after a certain period of time, which is reasonably long, when the author was gone, books would come out of copyright, and then other people could take those works, expand on them, do other things, reprint them. The U.S. Book industry made a lot of money taking works from other people when it first was starting out as a fledgling industry and reprinting classics. And then Disney realized Mickey Mouse was going to go to copyright and lobbied Congress every single time to extend it. And so now that has a huge amount, and that's why you can't have derivative works as often. If you would like to see the mashup between X and Y, and you're wondering why wouldn't they make a movie like that, it's because the amount of time they'd have to wait for the copyrights to expire is way too long in the States. And we have agreements in Canada to respect other countries' copyrights, and so that also affects us. Okay, everybody should be up at the board doing this problem. Erase things. Let's go.
I'm looking for my PLO.
Your sheet of paper? Well, the question's right there.
And my PLN. I think I was working on it for a rough one. Oh, here it is.
Let's go. Who are you paired up with?
I don't have a partner. It's also the
Taylor.
Taylor.
Taylor's not a partner. Eshron's not here.
Where is
He's on leave. He's not coming.
You went to Toronto to visit his...
Yeah, he wanted to visit his potential university. Man's on holiday. Touring.
Where are you going to apply if you don't get it? Like, if you don't get it, before the...
Excellent. We're starting our tables. Eric, what did you do? Mike's still sitting down. Take over the backboard. Let's go. We're over there.
And so we're assuming this is the same.
So now we have to solve
Western U of A.
Where did that go?
starts at 0 and has to be that, and then since this is 1 and 1, it has to be the same that. That's how we're doing it. Yeah. And then
It's nice.
can you look up
Similar
the
to
KA
us.
for the solar
Is it
table?
similar like level?
Yes.
Of I'm not sure what it's
Fine.
Yeah, but they're pretty similar. They know she doesn't. But if that's what they're right.
It's a,
But like overall,
both sides will
yeah,
use
that's what I mean.
that's like for sure like they're playing.
Maybe one or two places behind.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the
Because
final.
I know this.
That's the final
Like,
conclusion.
It's just kind of
Okay, because I
what
would
you want to
just-
write.
That means that's the same.
Because that's we can back that and fix it they're each like individually then like kind of go in. And how much would you do? Okay, one more fun.
I'm not 1.5 liters of this. We just multiplied it by 1.5, yeah?
And then what's the okay,
Or 1.5.
it's
We just multiplied it by 1.5.
Oh, it's
just on the table. It's one.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's one. X.
Wait, actually, okay, wait. If those short is 0, then x would equal that.
Yeah, we find about that as later.
It's x plus.
Oh,
Because we know,
You know what I'm trying to
we
say?
know
Oh, those are
you've
beautiful
got set
things.
Wait, let me write that.
right
And
after.
this will help us to solve it.
Oh, we didn't
This
do
is-
it while you're here.
This is-
Also,
A lot of access.
And then we just plug in the concept.
It's final pH, this is final.
No, we're trying to find the masses.
Yeah, but
can I take KW and like plug in? Well, yeah, you need to find the
Not more than in each way.
10 and
So close.
I do.
Like it's 0
And
plus
what's
1.
pH? Because if there's a bigger.
So 1.7
plus is Ka is 5 worse than the original. All we care about is this. This is what we're starting here.
We can do the
check up underneath those pieces of paper. I distinctly,
KW5.
I distinctly recall seeing a calculator. I think I saw a new one. It might have been covered up by a piece of paper.
Oh, I know what they're doing. They're doing this.
There we go. Excellent. Okay, it looks like everybody has done the first step.
You also need a mic. Well, oh, that did no lag, so.
Be harsh on yourself.
Oh, it'd be negative. Yes, and then you're right. I'll do my calculus.
Now we're gonna go. What's the KA again?
Has everybody done that part? Am I giving anything away? Yep, looks like we're all good. Even they're doing it. Oh.
Who, us?
I was like, everybody. Sorry? No, backboard.
Yeah, equals. Why don't you just put it?
Yeah.
Oops.
No. We're do it here.
Yeah.
Would it be wrong if I just switch these? Would I still get the same max value if I switch this and
We
this?
have a concentration.
So this is.
No, wait, no.
Because I
Wait,
can
X.
this and this. So multiply this over here, divide this over here, and then do this and add this to this.
Or
Wait, let's
You-
try.
you-
Let's multiply this
have-
together. We're gonna get this. We're gonna do this square root. So
Oh, in the next step, you did.
Yeah, I can only have one.
X minus, and then you square that on top, and you have that on the bottom. Algebraically, if you switch them, yeah, because you divide by the one and multiply by the other. Yeah, algebraically that makes sense.
So it's
Yeah. But that's just algebra. Yeah. You just divided both sides by KA and multiplied both sides by what was on the bottom.
Then I think we just have.
You need no to help them?
Oh, we have your.
Not that good. If you're not used to it, it can also not be good.
Energy.
Yeah. Meth. Or legal coffee.
Does like coffee is it bad?
I'm for someone who is underage. The studies aren't well established because you're not allowed to experiment on children. So it might actually genuinely be bad for you, and your brain is still developing. If, however, you're an adult, caffeine is not only remarkably well tolerated, coffee might actually be slightly good for you.
yay.
Isn't it a diuretic?
Yeah, but you're also drinking water, and you don't get rid of more water than you drink, so you're still hydrating a bit. The idea that you get less water when you drink coffee ignores the fact that you drink water with the coffee.
Fair enough.
The difference between that and salt water is you require more water to get rid of the salt than the amount of water that's in the salt water. So that's why salt water is not considered like that poison. So you don't drink ocean water if you're thirsty. You will require more water. But coffee still has some water. So if you were like stuck on a desert island and all you had was coffee, you're still going to have enough water. You could also like purify the water. But you could also purify the salt water using plastic like sunlight.
Sunlight.
Yeah, evaporate the water, have it deposit on the plastic, drip off, and then drink that. Ooh, that's looking. Oh, 45. That's looking good. Okay, you go blah, 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 and then you go. With the one, KA. What is rock? What about? And then you go. Yeah, and 5.6 stays at 5.6. And then you divide both sides. Hold it. It's 5.6x.
It's still least square.
Yeah.
I think.
Where'd the X come from?
Why are you doing
Where's the X in this? Oh, there's the X at the bottom there. So then you multiplied it across, and then that became 5 plus 6 minus 10. You might as well. And then that disappeared, and you get the X there and divide it.
She's
Yes.
different.
Yeah.
She's not like the
I actually don't know the right answer, so I'm just looking at your method.
She's not
So
like
compare
that
against
one isn't
another
either,
group.
that's okay.
But that 45, I'm vaguely remembering as the number I was.
This
thinking
number
of.
is not the other numbers.
Yeah. That is looking
No,
very
I
good.
lied. Is it round?
Who else is the number of grams?
Is it, what did I say, 53.5 grams?
We got 45.
We got 45.
Oh, we're too good. We're too good, man.
What do you guys get?
53.5?
Yeah, for molar mass.
45?
Yeah.
Excellent. Point 3.
Cause I'm 3 super big.
Divided by what?
This is this square that's on the top. So we're trying to get X.
So it's not that square.
It's that. No, I haven't multiplied it by that. What are we multiplying by what?
Already has the.
Did I yell at you that my friend was on there?
5.6 times 10 minus 10.
That's actually insane.
Equals 1.798. What? We're back to. Oh wait, no. 1.78 times 10 to the negative 19.
That was the
Okay.
number.
They got a completely different Why don't we just multiply the two on the left together? No, I did 3 point something times.
Why did you really?
No, I did it wrong. Okay, erase.
Okay, so these are moles.
See, I'm doing it right this time.
Is that kindergarten?
Okay, 9.97 times 10 to the negative 15.
Can you multiply this by 8 times?
It's those two. It's 5.6 and 1.78.
Why would we need that? Because it's a square.
3.16 times 10 to the 9.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, I did that.
When I do this, you're literally
3.16 times 10 to the what?
1.7.
You have it on there?
Right on square.
What is 1.778 times 10 to the minus 5 squared?
You didn't do
I
that.
can do that on here.
So do it.
But I didn't do that.
Wait, so it's this number. Okay, wait. So we need
Times 10 to the minus 10?
It's
Like, how's your molar
I
mass?
had it split up with the square
James.
1.78.
James,
Oh,
where'd you get your molar mass from?
Then
Squared. Yeah, it's 3.16
They had
times 10 to the negative.
Do we?
995.
Yeah, we found that.
What did I? Oh, I know what I did wrong.
It's wrong.
I didn't multiply that in. How dare I? That makes way more sense.
And then where we need to plus the
So that's when you get the 9.95 times 10 to the minus 13.
when we extend it.
Okay. Oh,
Oh wait, actually, you're right.
Okay, do that now.
This big calculator. 0.
Then when you cut it to both sides, you get 3.16.
What? That's a But I literally added the. Oh, it's just the fact that I'm one. The cochananal are these? They're small.
It's like 90 and then like.
Okay, we're on the right
Like,
track.
this is your angle.
So-
it's representing
Why does he have 1.6? It's 5.64.
Seems like
I think we got super.
Bro, it's like pre.
Oh,
Since this thing I made is my only calculator.
Concentration of
What's the molar now? 53.5? Nice.
This is.
Shock value.
How do you get all these numbers?
When are we invading Iran? Blast! Nice.
Do you buy?
What? We're like, we don't know who's the right one.
Look what my friend
Watch out,
going
those
to
are what? Well, this entire desk is wet.
I don't know.
Are you being serious?
No, I was serious. Also, it's been talked about for months. Like,
Okay.
so practically.
What's Daniel Jennings doing?
I think this is the
My
last
friend
one.
John Wagner.
It seemed like this group got it, that's more, you guys were good.
It's like the Russian.
This group is still working on things.
And then that's where
Actually, yeah, you got it down to there, 5.6 times 10. Nitrogen is 14. Hydrogen is 1. Chlorine is 35.5.
Yeah, because they had an American.
Yeah, well, it's the most practical of the questions. Because most of the questions, like, you cut out the whole, like, what moles, but if you wanted a solution that was this pH, you'd have to weigh out this many grams, and so that's what makes it practical. Because you don't buy them in the molarity, you buy them in bottles in mass. So, and it's not hard, it's just so many calculations. Yeah.
We did it.
Woo!
45 very
No. No. What's that? Because an A, yes. Dylan, Eric, Eshwin's not here. Felix, yeah. James, yeah. Chloe, yes. Luca, not here.
She's away.
Where's Luca?
Whistler.
Why?
For the band trip. She's there
Oh.
for fun.
Bruce, Nicholas, Sabine, Sophia, Taylor, Teddy. I wish I was in there. Okay. Any questions about this, Eric? Go.
Do we have to indicate that, like, concentration of NH4 plus is also as concentration of NH4Cl?
I didn't, and now that you said that, I feel guilty, because if you had something like, if it was actually NH4, let's pick a, I don't know, sulfide that you happen to use, then you actually would have it in a 2-to-1 ratio, and that would matter. Because it's in a 1-to-1 ratio, especially since you're in grade 12, and that's, if everything else is right, I'm going to take it as written that you understood that and you didn't explicitly show it. I'm not going to worry about it. However, if you did anything wrong, because it was actually a 2-to-1 ratio or somewhere you showed it, that's something I can give you credit for if you did it correctly, right? So the answer is, the more work you communicate, the easier it is to figure out where you went wrong. What I'm more worried about is, so for that one, I wouldn't consider that, especially if they're all 1-to-1 ratios. NH4 and NH4Cl are a 1-to-1 ratio. What I am looking for is that you've got a nice table, and these are the really important pieces. I'm going to highlight them because this is more about how did you effectively communicate your work. Did you actually write this formula? Because that lets me know where you're doing your work. Then did you substitute things in the same spot so I can tell in a one-to-one kind of way? Are you showing all of your x values and your signs so I can tell what it is? And then the algebra part you don't have to show because you learn that in whatever class is algebra class. And so you can go from there right to here. But if you show your work and I can see your mistake, it makes it a lot easier to decipher what mistake you might have made. So I like this, but algebra happens, and then you show your concentrations, what it is, and then a key one, what is X? So tell me what X is. It's the initial concentration of NH4 plus, and then you state your answer. Okay, so those are key. If I was looking at two pieces of work, and someone went and then show that they're a one-to-one ratio before they went on, I would say their work is slightly better. Maybe they're an extending high. But in a practical sense, they're both 5 out of 5. Like you've shown your work. You got, I can follow it. It might be a little bit overly killjoy.
Was math invented or discovered?
You know it was invented. You know that.
How do you know that?
Okay.
Because if you think about it, math is all around us.
You're trying to distract me. However, there is, Ms. Walensky is friends with someone, I don't know if this was a grad student or a teacher or a math partner of hers that she had. But if I said, 9 plus 5 is 2, does that make sense to you?
No.
She has invented an entire form of math in which 9 plus 5 does equal 2. And you actually do this math all the time without realizing it. 5 plus 5 is 10, but 5 plus 7 would be 1. What math am I doing?
Stoichiometry.
I think you might go in the right track there. No, that's what you're
Sig
right.
figs.
10 plus 3 is also 1. 9 plus 4 is 1.
Yeah.
5 plus 10 would be 3. Where am I getting this math from? She has invented this entire section of math. This is her post-PhD, I think. She's writing papers on it. It's very exciting because it turns out this applies to some areas of the universe. But as you can tell, it's not normal math. I'm not saying 5 plus 5 equals 10, yes.
No.
But 5 plus 8, but you gotta make sure I do it right, is 1.
I don't get that.
Well, you do this math all the time.
Is it sig figs?
No, that's
Because
not
5
good.
plus 8 is 13, which is 2 sig figs. Is
Nope.
it?
No, you do this math.
Some sort of logarithm thing?
No.
Like stoichiometry? Is it called?
You are going to a conference at 10 a.m. It lasts for 4 hours. What time will it be when you're done?
It'll be 2.
It'll be 2. So 10 plus 4 equals 2.
But what if you're
But you
slept
use
for
24
9
hour time.
hours?
Sure.
24 hours.
Okay, fine. It is 2,300 hours,
Oh yeah.
and the conference lasts for 3 hours. What time is it? So her math looks, this is just the analogy, because the one you know about is the math that does this. I'm just making sure I line up, because all the time I mess up my clocks. And you know that it resets. Number lines don't have to be straight. And she doesn't just work with this, obviously. She does all sorts of ones, where this is pi, right? And it just resets. And it turns out that's a really useful form of math. The additive property we normally take as basic to central tenets of math does not apply in this type of math. And once you assume this to be true, all of math changes, and it's all inherently internally consistent. It doesn't describe our universe in lots of places, but it does describe our universe in some places, and it turns out to be useful. So when you were walking around and saying, well, 7 plus 8 is equal to 15, that is because that is useful to you. If 7 plus 8 equals 3 was more useful to that, you use that math. All math is invented. It is all a lie. It is just what's useful. You take some things to be true without evidence because they're useful. They are true because you said it. And they are obviously true. They work. Math is proved. No, sorry. Math is, math is proved, not supported. You prove math from first principles. You don't need an experiment to know that it's like ethics. You don't have to run over puppies with a lawnmower to know that it's wrong. You just know that it's wrong. You know that 2 + 2 = 4 because you know that it is. It has to be true. There can be no other way. Thus endeth the sermon. Okay, calculate the pH of a 0.3 molar H2S solution. Begin by writing the equation for the predominant reaction. I think I should put you into groups for this. Thus endeth the sermon. I have no things. Anyway, does Ms. Walensky teach at your level? Like, is she teaching a course in grade 12? Ask her about that math, because she knows way more about it than I do. She'll probably get excited and even waste more time than I do.
She came into our meta class once and just did that and then left.
There you go.
If God wants me to
Can you get this paper into me
Yeah, it
by
was
tomorrow?
And then she was like, so what are you doing? And she's like,
if God does
she was
it,
like,
yeah.
what are you doing? And she was like, stop laughing. And she left. And we were like, stop laughing. Well, he didn't answer our question.
Monday.
It's only 5 questions.
Why is it not working? Nope, that's not gonna work. Hello.
So,
Oh, whose is this?
Mr. Girth was playing on his phone,
Oh.
and then I took it, and then he was playing on his iPad.
Oh, I love it when Sebastian gives me things. My pick groups thing is not working properly. I don't think it's updating for my app. I just took attendance on. So, erase the board. Get in groups of 2 or 3. Start on the next
I'm
question.
hoping for the laptop for the trifecta.
Oh.
Is this right?
The next thing I'm going to say is do that one. And I'm going to write the answer up so people know when they're done. So just give me 2 seconds.
Hey.
Explain it to Chloe.
Pardon? Oh, explain it to Chloe, yes.
Not nice at all.
Choose kindness. Exactly.
Okay, so
Throw it his head, throw it his head.
this one's the Friday. Because
Do it.
What are you doing?
damn it, Taylor, you egged me on.
Oh, that's your fault for giving into pressure. Yeah.
Okay, find your group, or I will start assigning you. Also, the first one, I'm just going to give you the answer. This is a warm-up for your group. You should get 3.78. Once you get that, show me, and then immediately go to the other one. So, do question 1, and then do the other one.
Wait, Mr. Nicole, do you teach physics too?
What?
You
You were
teach
going
physics?
63 for
Oh, I teach physics 10. It's a science center.
Oh, I see.
I taught math 9. Yeah, all of math 9. And they made me write the exam.
What's the most random course you've taught?
Well, math, because I don't have a degree in math at all.
Okay, I
But I teach science, so like math.
What if you taught social studies? Do you think you should teach social studies?
I do teach social studies. Science and Ethics 11 is a senior social studies credit. If you take science and ethics in grade 10, you don't have to take social studies a senior one. Or one less, or whatever the
Well, you do
criteria is.
anyways, because you need
Not anymore. I checked with Mr. Rodriguez.
I wish.
indigenous credit.
Okay, now I wish I did science and ethics.
But next year's kids who are getting that through another method. Yeah. Okay, find your beeps. Oh, hold it. What time are we done? Today is Friday. It's 11. .602. hold it.
I know it doesn't work. It literally doesn't work.
These two don't. What I did was because the pH. I didn't know that. So this. Oh wait, there would be no change. I mean, it's
From the roots.
I'm really.
What are you on right now? You're in that root.
So, well, if we look at this, are we gonna be like
So since this is the start with that. Okay. Yeah, it's just like a little bit back. That's what we want to end with.
Or KA calculate the value of KA
Sorry, I
for a
can't
base.
check.
For a given value of KA and its quantity of acid, we have no numbers.
So we
How
want
is
to
it
try to find whatever the concentration is, right? Okay.
It was
So
like
since
no
this
numbers.
is one, this is one, would it just be the same thing?
Oh, that one.
you were a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. That okay. So, pH of 3 times
Yeah, it's point two. No, because if we don't know what it is, it's. Oh, that's.
9.1 times 10
Okay, so can I get a calculator?
times 10 divided plus x.
That.
Now we just solve for that.
Concentration. I can do that.
I know it's like, so
5.3.
it's the same thing. It's, we get the Ka. Yeah. We solve it. So it'd be 9.1.
What is it? Timestamp that.
So I did that.
So if you equate
That times that.
Okay.
1.7.
Okay, for that.
I think we're right. I think
Negative log.
What is it? We need to do a calculation.
Negative log. Negative log.
Oh, okay. Okay, this is really good.
We're killing our brains a little bit.
What is this times one?
For me, this was
Serious.
fucking class. Yeah, we may as well do
Mr. Dufeld, we got it.
You got it? Okay, show me. Once you got it, show me, and then you can erase it. You got it. You got your work. You got the x squared. You have the LUT statement.
I just wrote square root. Root.
Let this be.
Yeah, you got to have the LUT statement.
I didn't get that value until I was like after you did it. So I just like
Not approximately. No. We'll move that. This has no meaning, Lisa.
It's times 10 to the negative 4. 1 point.
And you're correct.
6.
Let me just explain why.
You told me
Because
about this.
you use this to mean in math like it's approximately, but that's what it can take, because it isn't 0.3, it is 0.30. So when you do that, you know that it's only when you do this in science, you actually need an amount of error that is so large, the sync rate is no longer important. And so it actually means that just don't get the habit of it. Remember, math is made up and mostly wrong. Once you've done it and you showed it to me, you can erase it and start number 2. Number 2 has these digits in the answer, but they're not necessarily in the right order.
Then we can define the concentration.
Excellent. Do you have your LUT statement? You do. Excellent. So on the next one. You're studying the next one, or did you get that one?
This is.
Sorry. I'm just gonna check that. Nope, I didn't damage it. Excellent. Excellent.
Mr. Neufeld. What class we got?
You have put things. Point 3 is the amount we made the solution up to. So it starts at point 3, and they start at 0. Was that what's on your sheet? Because I didn't notice that. My apologies. Okay. I should have. I was reasonably confident with what I saw, but then apparently I decided to digits. So initial values are almost always like this amount there and 0, 0. But like your overall form was right, you just flipped it.
Okay. I don't know why I did that.
And that would be,
Yeah.
So pH is going to be, your X value down at the bottom. Okay, keep going from there. Where's yours? You need to? Maybe you need more. I should bring caffeine pills and just feed it to students.
You should.
That's what Mr. Collins has in his room. Really? Well, he calls it a coffee machine, but really the same thing. It's just a way of doing drugs in the classroom.
Yeah.
I think if you're very lucky, he'll let you use the coffee machine. Doesn't he?
But is caffeine even a drug?
If you need to sit.
I guess caffeine is a drug, right?
Caffeine is absolutely.
It's like suppressing.
If you were caught with chocolate or coffee in Turkey in the 13th century, they cut your nose because you were burning your mouth.
Why is it legal? Wait, it's so legal to the point like.
Well, I'd say it's legal because it's relatively permanent.
Yeah.
But then again, alcohol's legal, and it's like one of the
But like
most
there's
damaging.
but like anybody can buy caffeine like
Yeah,
any age.
it's traditionally considered fun.
Is it
Most of
eventually
what
gonna be like that with
drugs
everything else?
drugs that are considered bad are usually very, very bad for your health, or just not traditional in the society.
Yeah, true.
I mean, when you look at alcohol,
Are there countries that like allow like 5-year-olds to buy alcohol? Dude, I'm sure there are.
is anybody here from Ireland?
Mr. Neufeld, check this.
Never mind. I had an Irish student who said there is no drinking age in Ireland, and I looked it up. I'm like, yes, there is. He was like, no, if you're tall enough to reach the bar, it's fine.
Oh my gosh. I feel like every 200 years like.
Okay, I don't. This is the first one.
Yeah.
Why do you have plus or minus 0.3?
I was really thinking, I did all of that, Dylan.
So you're not going?
Like,
You said the answer was on the roof, so I don't know.
So
I'm really
you're
tired.
starting at 0.3. Dylan can work.
Okay.
Right? No, you're starting at 0.3. That's good.
Yeah.
How much is it going to go down?
Down by X.
It's down by X because it doesn't tell us that at
Yeah.
all. So you need to fill
This
that
will go
up
up
with
by
X's. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you need to bring it through.
That's at
We
0.
want to have a lot of X's in this.
Yeah, it's going to be a more traditional table, like when you have minus X and you have an equation and you're going to solve for X.
Is this the one where we go with X equals something?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
I have.
Do you have a let statement in this
So
one?
this is
Are you
giving us
done?
something. This is giving us.
Show me
I
that.
think, wait, I think Dylan just.
Oh, beautiful. Excellent. You got pH? Excellent.
Wait, what is
Erase
this?
X or any other one?
K times KB.
Well, I was trying to find.
Oh, hold it.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Ahem.
Can I get the eraser, please?
Where's my pen?
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna erase it.
Where's, I am going to ask you all to stop. Stop. Stop where you are. Stop. Look this way. Stop. Stop. Look. You know the answer is there. Write it down if you didn't quite get there. Write these digits down. You can do this for homework to see will you get it. They're not in the right order, but the correct answer for this problem will have those digits in it. It might be 2.06. It might be 20.6. It might be 6.02. It might be pennies. Okay? We are going to do the quiz now. So make sure you have that for later. Clear out your desk. Please take everything off your desk except for a pencil, eraser, and calculator. Woohoo! Yes.
NH3 is like a strong.
Is NH3 strong?
No.
That's not strong.
No. If this is HCl instead,
Yeah.
then can you just use the
Yes.
like pH calculation?
Yeah. You just do it straight because it's 100%.
And because this is a weak acid, we have to use the Ka.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Because you don't know. Yeah, you have to see how much it's going to go.
Wait. But I got that answer when I did it wrong on this page.
It is possible. I found in the other class.
But what, so
To
what
do-
did you do wrong with that?
It is possible I found in the other class to do it completely wrong, but because of the way it sets up, because of the way it's symmetrical, sometimes you can still get the right answer doing it the wrong way.
We got the wrong answer.
You got the wrong answer doing it the right way. You got x squared. You got left 0.3. That's 0.3. That's great. I don't think you have the right Ka. What's the Ka for H2S? Where's H2S? So you want H2. 9.1 times 10 to the minus 8. 9.1 times 10 to the minus 8. You take the square root of that. 1.64 times 10 to the minus 4. I don't see anything wrong that you're doing.
They're giving me, sorry.
And then you take the negative log of 1.64 times 10 to the minus 4. And you took the negative log.
So I just take it basically, okay, no, what they do.
Oh, hold it. What were we calculating?
Rest of the year.
You're calculating the pH.
We didn't have the,
Yeah, you have to take the negative log of 1.64 because you want the concentration ratio plus.
yeah, and 0.3
Oh,
doesn't
that's
matter.
what it is. Okay?
That's not
You're
bad.
right. That's all good.
Okay, so it could be.
Okay, spread out,
Or an acid is any
preferably in different places.
and a base is any species that connects.
Dylan, put your phone away, sit in a different spot. Felix,
Yeah.
put your phone away before I take it.
Okay.
I can handle all these things. Dylan, get ready, put things away. Eric,
Yeah, I'm putting it away right now.
and then
Wait, you're giving us.
put away your data table.
What are you gonna do with another one?
No, you have to, I told you, you have to memorize by today.
Wait, our.
Uh,
No.
Yeah, no, that's me.
Hey, Dylan,
It's not working.
Yeah.
Sabine, is there.
You should go to
Whoa, who's gonna do that? What are you doing here?
Yeah, come on,
You know yourself in there. Your name? What did you do? Move over? No. Who's there? Just spread out. Okay. Oh, do you like the new sharpener? I'm so excited.
That's so cool.
You want a newish one or one with character?
You're really pale.
You're too close to me. You're in my personal space.
If your data table has writing that you don't want, just ask me for a new one.
Oh no, that's what says all the answers.
Yep. 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 Just put a. Why don't you go over there?
Oh, no, that's so much better.
No, you can go over there.
No, it's like.
Go. Come over here. There you go.
It's like. Wait, you're gonna be in the
So
hall.
much easier.
Bro, why would we do the homework?
I
I don't think anyone did.
This is not feeling well. Anybody else need a?
Take the garbage can. Maybe rub it.
Pardon?
We have a spaceships in it.
Yes, this is the new one.
Don't look like Star Trek.
I am always, and on main repost, if you draw or art in any way, I am looking for new art to put on it.
Hey, listen, you fellas. I have a question. Go
Too late.
You can just get AI to do it.
That's what you said.
Oh.
Yo, this will replace our old quiz, like JK, right?
I think that's bad.
Because I didn't shit on that one.
Did you not study like at all for this?
No, but I actually know what I'm talking about now.
Oh.
I got a 70 on it.
It was studying.
Oh,
time.
dude.
Yeah.
Study. Point it, get
I got a 90.
What did you get?
I don't know.
James and I got 70s.
Thanks for, outing me.
Yeah.
I get a 70 back.
Hey, Mr. Neufeld,
Nope.
this quiz, since it's also JK,
It's JKL.
Yeah, cut that.
Calm down.
Look at the wall.
Killing the wall. You bum.
Hey.
James,
Enough is enough.
calm yourself.
Come on, James.
Hey.
will this replace our own quiz mark?
Can do.
Huh?
Can do.
Okay, because I didn't do
Wait,
quiz
wait,
on.
wait.
Wait, but what if we do worse than this one?
Then it'll keep the better one.
Okay. So it doesn't really matter.
We're not better one.
It looks so good.
I can get better. I can do better than that.
Great.
What did
You
you
feel
get?
like you're gonna do something.
I like it worse.
But it's like for every question you want.
I'll fix those out, don't worry.
Can you just turn the lights off?
No, I'm just gonna turn them right.
No, like, please, I actually cannot look at running lights.
Really?
Yeah, we should turn
Okay.
it all off.
When I'm doing math, I always like red lights.
It's just that.
Can we start?
Yep, you may begin right away.
Recommend or just
Shh. None of that.